The original mission of the Gavin Foundation was for men coming out of jail. It then expanded to TIP program, which involves the courts. We have an outpatient program. Then we expanded to the adolescent programs, males and females, which is present at the Cushing House. There's programs that are involved in the school, Speaker of Hope. They're going to interact with kids from 4th through 8th grade or even high school. So the mission statement from the beginning is a lot different than it is today, and it'll probably continue to grow and change.
When I started in the legislature 13 years ago, there were a handful of elected officials that were concerned about recovery programs, whether it be alcoholism or drug addiction. As time went on, those numbers have quadrupled. We're at the point where we have a committee on substance abuse and mental health.
Gavin's work within the community itself and within communities throughout the Commonwealth has really been to talk about how recovery is people's hope, and that we should not be afraid to talk about recovery.
When I think of the Gavin House, I think of the word hope. There's an old saying, hope is this idea that there's something good just around the corner. They provide hope for people that get involved with these programs that ordinarily, and in many cases, don't have any.
The lengths that they go to help the people in recovery surpass all others that I have seen so far.
There's a recovery community out there, and when these people get linked into that, it's a whole different lifestyle. It's very social, it's very positive, very young, and it is built upon the idea of sobriety.
We should be so proud of the services that we have with the Gavin Foundation, because it hits the boys, young adults, it hits the girls, young adults. You know, I mean, it has a program for them as well as everybody up in between that.
We offer so many services that no matter what level of need that you come in at, we can provide you a service.
We know addiction as a chronic disease. And that perhaps the best thing that we can do for clients is to keep them engaged in treatment, and also to make sure that both treatment and recovery support services are matched to the ongoing needs of the client.
We've developed a very close collaborative relationship with the Gavin Foundation, where we refer some patients, we do some of the health screening.
Substance abuse is a huge issue in our community. And having this relationship between the Gavin Foundation and the South Boston Community Health Center, I think, is helpful for both of our organizations. We in different ways, we are trying to address the substance abuse issue.
But it's all about meeting the client where they're at. At the end of the day, I can't have somebody doing step 4 if they're not at step 1. So how do we get them to step 1? And so it may mean, hey, send them off to detox so we can get them, so that we can even have a conversation with them. It might be put them in TIP, and they might need Gavin House, but they're not ready for that yet. So it's all right, put them in another program, just keep them engaged. It's all about engagement.
It's just unbelievable when you see them do that turnaround, the 180, and get on the right track. It's just a miracle, is what it is.
So Gavin Foundation goes back to everything that works and keeps doing what works. They don't over-therapize it. They don't confuse it. They just make it better. They make it better and better and better. And if you could see all the miracles, if you could see before and after, I wish we had videos of people before and after treatment. And you could see, all you need is their eyes. And you would see, like downcast their eyes to spirit-filled eyes. You don't even need the words, you can just see it. And if you're in a room, you can feel it.
The staff of the Gavin Foundation, whether it be the Gavin House, the 3/4 House, the Cushing, the Recovery High School, they're all dedicated individuals. They give 110%.
People have a really deep and abiding compassion for not only the clients, but for the work as well. And so it really is people's life's work, and not just something that they do for a paycheck.
Our compassion, our empathy comes across as genuine, because it is. I don't have people looking at their clock saying, it's time to go home. They go home when the job is done. They go home when they know that their relief person is in and secure, and that the girls and the guys are in good shape.
The way it's been built and the way they bring back the alumni and the way they cater to the alumni. If you're here at 5 o'clock, you'll see alumni sitting at the table in the kitchen. Now, the guys in the kitchen watching the alumni come in, that speaks volumes for success. You know, and you can tell me all you want, but show me. And that's what these guys do. That's what this whole place does.
They're all in this together, and they're all going to make it. You know, that's the spirit behind the success of the Gavin Foundation.